This was our home for the week. Yep, that's all of it. It felt like we played Tetris with our suitcases every night. The first thing we did was get a free skin analysis. And of course I dragged Sam into it too. I clocked in at a skin age of 26, but honestly, I think I could have gotten younger. I accidentally smiled before the scan was finished, so the machine thought I had a lot of wrinkles. Sad. During our stay in Seoul, we had to work, but we did it while cafe hopping. Somewhere in Gangnam, I found a serene matcha heaven, but we felt too guilty taking calls inside, so we demoted ourselves to the 7-Eleven patio. Honestly, great experience. After work, we went back to the matcha cafe. It was so matcha-y. Matcha syrup on matcha ice cream with matcha almonds, and the beverage, green tea.
Another day, another lineup.
This one kind of felt like a tourist trap, but it was cute. At this point of the trip though, I felt like everything was slightly too sweet. So I tried to get savory things, but even those were kind of sweet. Like, I think I got an onion cream cheese bun and a pesto pizza. Kind of sweet. Sam's eyes were hungrier than his stomach, and he got so much food. Switching gears, for our first weekend in Korea, we took the subway to Bukhansan.
It's finally a beautiful day in Seoul. And only 30 minutes, well 37, 30 or 40 I guess, 40 minutes away is this really cool park. So it's basically just like 3 kilometers of stairs. We're still heading up towards technically the start because there's a bunch of cars and you can actually just like, I guess take a taxi to the start. But we are not doing that today. We're walking and yeah, it's just nice. It's like a nice fall morning. Sunshine, crisp. Yeah, I'm excited.
For breakfast, we enjoyed a slightly spicy gimbap that we bought from a lady who said I had a great smile. She was so cute.
It's a lot of stairs, just stairs. My legs burn.
I didn't get enough videos of the cable part because I was fighting for my life and trying not to slow people down, but let me just say it would have been so sketchy in the rain. Naturally, by the time we got to the top, there was a big cloud around the mountain. So we came a little late, I guess. So there is a lineup to get to the very, very top. Imagine beautiful fall colors right there. A rock, pointy rock, less people, no clouds. And don't forget, beautiful fall colors! Since we weren't smart like all the other Koreans and ate our gimbap at the bottom, we had no food for lunch. So once we finished, we went to a restaurant where we tried makgeolli. It's a milky, sparkling rice wine. People say it's smooth, but it still just tastes like slightly better hand sanitizer to me. A trip to Seoul wouldn't be complete without some shopping. Flagship store felt like the future. They had so many shades, but through my systematic swatching, I narrowed it down to 3 shades. Then I paid via QR code and watched my order shuttle over on a conveyor belt. I also tried out a Korean salon. The first thing they did was scan my scalp, and it was so disgusting, it still haunts me to this day. This whole process took forever, but they gave us little snacks and drinks. I must have tried like 10 different chairs too. And after 3 hours and 200 francs, I wasn't super convinced that I was worth it, but my hair was really soft. On the other hand, in the time that it took me to buy bubble tea, Sam got a nice haircut. Oh, here we are back at Olive Young again, this time for a free color analysis. Turns out I'm a spring light or an autumn mute, and Sam is also an autumn mute. Anyways, the lady was really good. She was so fast and recommended a nice lip stain for me.
For the point colors, I want to recommend these kind of soft beigey brown colors and some muted peachy colors.
You're really good. I was looking for like a good lipstick for so long, and I love this one.
And I think it's really pretty on your lips too. I wrote some tips on these sides, so I put some areas that you can try on your eyes.
Ready to see Seoul's wild nightlife? Let's hit the clubs! Just kidding. We're going to hit all the K-drama spots.
This place is so cool. It's urban and green mixed together in a sunset. That's a bonus. It's an outdoor library where people can just hang out, read a book or something. I wonder where the books are though. They have cute little lanterns too. Adorable.
What else do you want to try? Blueberry.
Grape?
Oh, is that grape? I think it's not the ma, I think it's the... So it's podoshi. Podoshi? Not
See, I'm
super
getting better
recognizable.
at Korean than me. Makes me mad. Makes me sad.
I don't know what I'm saying though. I can read most of the stuff now, like make the sounds, but I have no idea what any of it means. Unless it's like borrowed from an English word, and then it makes sense to me. Or sometimes if it's borrowed from a Chinese word, I can also figure it out.
This is Namsam Tower, which is featured in all the K-dramas that take place in Seoul. I pressed a penny, but I lost it on a hike, so if anyone wants to get me another one, that would be much appreciated.
And now we're here!
This is Dongdaemun Design Plaza, which was featured in Mantenso and probably some other K-dramas that I don't know.
Oh, it's like a chair too, no? It doesn't look very comfortable. Aww, that's so cute! I'm living my K-drama life. saw this in the K-drama like 2 months ago, and now we're actually doing it. They have these like ramen cookers, and they give you a little bowl so you can cook your instant ramen that you bought at the store right here, and then afterwards you can go sit by the side of the river and have ramen nice and hot and stuff. I'm excited. We got one not spicy and one mild spicy. We'll see how it goes. I put it on. Put the lid on, but I don't have a lid. Translation. Udon, hot chicken, raccoon. Oh, this one. Start. I got it. Oh, did we get shin ramen or kin ramen? There's a difference. Oh, because it has a metal bottom?
Yeah.
But wow. The bottom of the bowl is metal, so it's induction cooking too. That's so sophisticated. So fancy. Oh my gosh.
We're on our way to BBQ chicken. We're gonna have some fried chicken. And it's probably not the best or like the best one by Korean standards, but maybe it is because it was sponsored in all the K-dramas we watched. So now we're gonna go and live our crash landing on you dreams as the not main characters, but that's okay.
Side character.
The side characters.
Continuing with chasing K-drama moments, but this time in the daylight. It's the bus that's so incredibly comfortable that the female lead always falls asleep.
We are going up a bunch of stairs to get to a viewpoint for sunset. I always saw reels about Seoul having stairs and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, I finally got my fill of stairs. Oh, the K-drama dreams.
Popular K-drama filming location, the Seoul City Wall. I'm so happy. I'm living my best K-drama life.
Finally, for our last weekend in Seoul, we got up really early, took a subway all the way to the end station, then a bus, then a boat. This is Nami Island. Waddle, 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 waddle.
Look! This is a place where they filmed A Time Called You and another Korean drama that I don't know called Winter Sonata, but apparently it's really famous because they have a bunch of posters here. I guess that's another one I have to watch.
Sam thought it would be fun to rent a tandem bike, which was actually a lot scarier than I anticipated.
Let's build up the speed. Ready? There we go.
This is terrifying. Tunnel lights. I knew it was harder than it looked. I mean, it looks so easy.
This is a good couple relationship building activity. You have to trust them.
In Korean, they call them couple bikes. So cute.
Look, you're no longer screaming. You're no longer screaming.
Yeah, because we're going straight. Oh! Oh my gosh. There goes my foot.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No turning.
No turning. Look. Right, if we do this, we can't see Celine anymore. And if we do this, oh, there's Celine freeloading off of my pedaling.
No, I am doing all the work.
Really?
Yes.
Sure.
Look, I can finally bike with no hands. Wow.
We finally made it after a really long walk. It looks nice though. All the moody grasses behind me and stuff. Can we take a photo? And there's probably a really nice view over there somewhere where all the people are. Let's go!
This wraps up our time in Seoul. Stay tuned for the rest of our trip where we discover more of Korea's nature.